Hey, hi. I hope you are well. I am. It's a legend coming into you live from. Just kidding. um, I hope you're well though. It's Sunday. Happy Sunday. Hope you were able to go to church or spend some time with the Word, learning about God and His Word and His wishes for us and His will and everything. So today I'm going to be responding to, not responding, no, just sharing what I understand about a particular picture I saw. It's a quote basically. It's a quote, oh, excuse my pronunciation. It's a quote from Lao Tzu. Ane. I'll show the quote on the screen so that you can see what I'm saying. But the quote says, "Time is a created thing. To say I don't have time is like saying I don't want to." So basically, what I think this means is that, no, not what it means, but how I interpreted it. Is that we create time to accomplish everything we do, and we create this time subconsciously and consciously. We dedicate time to things and to people subconsciously and consciously. So subconsciously is things that we are not aware of when we do. We do it in an unplanned manner. It just happens. You see, then conscious is like deliberate effort to do something or to hear something or whatever, yeah. But consciously is like you're aware of what you were doing. It was premeditated. You knew that this was going to happen because you thought about it and you planned for it. For example, the time in which you wake up in the morning, it's a time that you have dedicated to wake up at that specific time. So in other cases, you set an alarm and be like, okay, at this time I will wake up in the morning. That is conscious time dedication. And because you are consciously setting the alarm, like, okay, 6 a.m., I will wake up. But then other times you go to sleep and then you wake up just in the morning and it's like, okay, I'm awake now. You didn't plan for that. You knew you were going to wake up fine, but you didn't make a conscious effort. You didn't make a conscious effort to say that, yes, at this specific time I'll wake up. No, but it was a subconscious thing that, okay, whether it's responses in your body, senses in your body to light and whatnot, and then you wake up. Whatever it is, it was subconscious. It was not intended, but either way it happened. You know? So basically, in everything that we do, we are using time to accomplish that. That's why we can say, just as the quote says, we are creating time to do whatever it is that you want to do, whether you want to eat or go to work or talk to someone or anything. You are creating that time to spend with that particular activity. You know, adding to the fact that we do things subconsciously and consciously, we also do stuff, or we find ourselves in the tasks or in the things that we do. I don't know how I'm going to put this. We find ourselves doing things voluntary or involuntary. I hope that makes sense. There are dedications that we choose to be part of, that we want to be part of, that we plan to be part of. So that obviously is voluntary because it's something you wanted to do, something you are willing to do. At other times, there are also dedications that we find ourselves in, but we did not want to be part of it. We didn't see ourselves being part of that. We just found ourselves in that situation. So dedications we did not expect to be part of. So that is involuntary. For example, let me make an example of an involuntary dedication. So you're going to work. Obviously, if you go early, you're thinking, oh, there's not going to be any traffic. So you're not expecting to be stuck in traffic on your way to work. But then on your way to work, you're stuck in traffic. That is involuntary. That is an involuntary way to use your time because you didn't plan for it. It just happened. And other things that are voluntary, it's basically things that we plan, things that we want to be part of, things that we expect to be part of. Okay, so that was the first part of the quote, basically explaining that time is created. We dedicate time to do things, to accomplish things, right? Whether it's waking up, taking a walk, going to work, eating, chilling with friends, or whatever. You're dedicating that time unconsciously or subconsciously, consciously or subconsciously, voluntarily or involuntarily. Now, the next part of, or the rest of the quote, it says, to say, I don't have time, is like saying, I don't want to. Now, given the fact that in everything that we do, we have dedicated the time, whether we wanted to or didn't want to, but in everything we do, we have dedicated the time. It means we can't use that excuse that no, I don't have time. You cannot. So if I'm asking you to help me with something, or if I'm asking you to do something, um, maybe chill with me, or walk with me somewhere, or please go somewhere for me, or please cook for me or something. Or if it's something that you have to do for yourself, maybe you want to watch a movie and then you want to write some notes and then do some homework and then study a bit or whatnot. And then you think, "Ish, I don't have time to study, so I'll just jump to doing homework." And no, you can't use the excuse that you don't have time. Why? Because you create time. It just goes with priorities, I guess. At the end of the day, I think it boils down to priorities, that if something is that important to you, you can shift things so that you accomplish that thing that seems more important to you, and then other things will follow. That's what I think it's all about. That it's not an excuse. You can't say, I don't have time. That's not an excuse. The fact is, you have time. You have all the time in the world to do whatever it is and everything that is you need to accomplish. Of course, it may not happen like in the same day. When you separate it into days, there's 24 hours in a day. Maybe you can't accomplish everything on that day, fine, but you have the rest of your life while you're still alive. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. To accomplish those things. So saying you don't have time is not an excuse. It's basically you do not want to. You do not want to spend your time doing that. You do not want to spend your time cooking for someone, or you do not want to spend your time going out because it's hot, or you do not want to spend your time watching a movie because you actually have to do something else, which is more important. Boils down back to the fact that I think it's a matter of priorities. What is more important than what? We engage with people, we engage with other activities according to priorities. Which one is, if you're weighing your stuff, if you're weighing the stuff that you need to do, which one is more important? Going to work or chilling with your friends? And you're like, the work brings me the money to be able to chill with my friends, so today I'll go to work first and then I'll see them later. You see, it's a matter of priorities basically. What is more important to you? What is more important to you? And that's how you dedicate your time. That's how you create time to spend doing something, right? So it's never an excuse. It's not even an excuse. When you say I don't have time, don't use that excuse, guys. Don't. If you don't want to do something, you don't want to. People get hurt by the fact that somebody says I don't want to, or if you get hurt by the fact that you tell yourself that no, I don't want to do that, then I mean that's your baby to nurse. Because let's be honest in life. I think that's what this thing is saying. I think that's what the quote is saying at the end of the day. That let's be honest. Don't say you don't have time or lie about it and say, "Ish, I have to." You don't want to do it. I don't want to. Of course, there are polite ways of saying you don't want to do something, which I encourage us to use. But be honest. If you don't want to do something, you don't want to. There obviously is a reason. And for me, the reason boils down to priorities. Do you think it makes a difference in your life? Do you think it adds something to you? Or are you comfortable with it taking something from you? Are you and is it important to you? You see, it's all a matter of those priorities with you. Does it impact me? Does it want? Does it want? If it doesn't and you don't want to, it's okay. It's okay. Because at the end of the day, you can't be everything to everyone. You can't be everything to yourself all the time. There's times and seasons for everything. So that's what I think the quote was saying to me when I read it. This is what I heard when I read this quote by Lao Tzu. I'd also like to hear your thoughts on this. You can leave your comments in the comment section. I will reply, I will like, and you can also share this video. Don't forget to also subscribe and turn on that alert notification so that every time I post something, you can see it. Bye bye.